So this Saturday, October 19th, we have the Giants Live World Tour Finals in the OVO Hydro in Glasgow.
The last Giants Live?
Last Giants Live of the year. That was a very quick season.
Yes. I guess it was a good season for Giants Live too.
Very good season. Very first show in America since 2021, 2020 I think it was. Last time I think they did it was North America's Strongest Man for Giants Live. So look,
I don't think it was too much of a flop.
No,
I think they
did
okay.
They had some teething issues, I suppose, but look, very, very good nonetheless. One thing I did notice, I think that Giants Live are doing well in the US because the last 2 shows they've put USA times, or last 3 shows I should say they've put USA time, so it's not just 5 p.m. British Standard Time. It's now 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Trying to cater the
and even at that, I seen
US
like
public.
They're even going as far as Sydney, so I think it'll be 3 a.m. Sydney time. So look, they're kind of putting it out there so the whole world, maybe they're getting a bit more of a global fan base.
Yeah.
So look,
which they are,
but it's very good to see because it means the strongman has grown.
No, and it's nice thing for the company as well to see that they're growing internationally as well. So there's that as well. So it's great.
Like you were saying, last Giants Live of the year of 2024. So we have 12 athletes lined up. So to start off, we have Mitchell Hooper. We then have Luke Stoltman, Luke Richardson, Pavlo Cardiaca, Trey Mitchell, Kane Francis, Evans Nana, Spencer Remick, Wes Derwinski, Roman Grekov, Jaco Schoenwinkel, and Chris Beaton.
The lineup is pretty good.
Very good. It's very different to what your normal Giants Live. So, there's not new athletes, I suppose, but you're getting different athletes getting a chance for Giants Live, which is always good.
Yeah, and I think everybody kind of knows or thinks Hooper will win.
21st podium.
Yeah.
No. That's crazy as well.
Yeah, it's insanely great achievement, and most likely it will be the case if he doesn't get injured. I think he'll win.
He never seems to.
No,
he's just kind of messing.
For some reason, he's just going through it, no problem, and says he doesn't need to peak and for the competition, and he's just like
he makes it strongman sound very easy.
Yeah, which is it's not.
No, it's not.
No, you know what I mean.
It's like just the reason that people go into strongman for maybe only a year, 2 max, maybe a couple of months, and then like
with that intensity.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. I want to see, like, as bad as it sounds, I want to see when he will start to slow down.
He's 29, so he's in his prime age, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah.
What kind of when you said before, when you hit 30, things start slowing down.
They do. But with him, it's just interesting to see because it like, for example, Novikov's like that. Yeah.
Novikov is
but he was 23 when he started peaking, 24, and then suddenly something happens in the body, just boom.
Yeah,
and he just starts slowing down, and things start to happen not in his favor.
Like Luke Richardson in the lineup,
but he managed to come back.
Yeah, because he was in IPF. What was it with powerlifting, and he was setting like junior records and things like that, and he was incredibly strong. And I think he got his first injury at 22 or 23 years of age.
It will be interesting to see because at the moment he seems like Mitch is in shape all year round.
Constantly. He actually looks in very good shape.
Which is kind of crazy, and he's like, because it was easier to stay in shape the whole year years ago because the weights weren't that heavy. Because now, like, basically in every competition you're going to get 450 kilos yoke, which is... Which is kind of heavy.
It's never really the case.
No, it never was the case. It was like 400 something, 420, 450. Everyone's like, okay, that's kind of heavy now. I know that sport moved on and the athletes got maybe better. Like certain athletes, they did.
But
But for Mitch, it seems like he's constantly
pushing it. Yeah.
Yes, he constantly on, never off. Look at Tom. I know Tom. We discussed that there's a lot of things happening with Tom Sultan and coaching and mental health issues and all,
as well,
all that stuff.
Look, he wanted to be back for Rogue. So.
Yeah, so that's why he's not competing in this one, which is held in Scotland.
Which his home. Like he was, I could see like in say one of the videos the Stoltman's put up. He's angry with not angry with himself, I suppose, but he's just annoyed that he can't compete in the Giants Live. But he said himself like he has to put himself forward. He has to rehab. He's going to get, like you're saying, new coaching and stuff like that. So to be honest, it's good because the way we were saying, like, he was hit and miss with a certain shows. If he has to take one show
most
off,
of the times he was missed.
Yeah.
To be like,
but if he has to take one show off
yeah,
to help himself get better for the future shows, I think everyone would be happy with that. Like,
yeah. So that said, that's why like Tom can stay in that consistent shape like Mitch Hooper.
yes,
can.
and he knows it as well. Like,
He knows
well,
it,
it's
which
come
is
to
good,
stage,
which is good,
yeah.
you know. So and he's trying to work around it and trying to like sort of address it and fix it, which is perfectly fine. With Mitch Hooper, it's just unreal how he
think
can
Mitchell
just stay in shape.
Mitchell Hooper, I should say, is just an anomaly.
Anomaly. Yes, he's a bit of an anomaly,
He is,
100%. Yeah,
Like, it's just it can't
came out of nowhere and kind of
broke
started dominated.
every single thing that every strongman has done. So like,
Yeah.
he set like a record for probably most consecutive podiums.
And his approach, the way he's like talking about himself, his achievements, and a lot of like fans have like a kind of mixed
Oh, it's like
feelings about him.
Yeah, like, I know. It's like, look,
Yeah,
every sport's going to be the same. Like,
Yeah.
basketball, soccer, football, whatever it may be. Like,
Hmm.
everybody just the star. There's always a love-hate with the stars. Like,
yeah,
but look, that's just the way it is. But when you see the rest of the lineup, so like Mitchell, I think it's nearly clear to say he will win the show.
yeah.
Unless something
Yeah, it
drastic
seems like he
happens.
doesn't see himself based on the events. He doesn't see himself not being top 3 in any of them. Most likely, he will dominate the whole competition again.
So we have 5 events on the day. So starting off, we have a dumbbell medley ranging from 80 kilos to 120 kilos. We then go into a farmer's walk into super yoke, an event I'm really looking forward to. So it's 150 kilos farmers per hand into a 454 kilo or 1,000 pound super yoke. Then we go into deadlift for reps, giant slave, like normal event, 350 kilos for reps. We then go into the Hercules hold, and we have Mark Felix as a guest for the Hercules hold. He currently holds the record with 92.37 seconds. So will we see another record? More than likely, because
From Mark?
yeah, just incredible grip strength.
Yeah, but in the last attempts, he didn't do that well.
Yeah, but I think
You know, you should never underestimate
never
him.
understand Mark Felix. Like,
Yeah.
was he 60? He's probably 60 now.
Could be the case that he trained for the last 2 months for that event.
Yeah,
You know,
just holding on to Hercules hold.
Colin or Darren called him up. Was like, yeah, we need another record.
Let's break it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And then to finish off the 5 events, we have the Castle Stones, larger set, 120 to 200 kilos. So again, very normal events for strongman,
Yeah.
but like very good events, if that makes sense. Now, when the dumbbell medley, I think dumbbells, like when it comes to medleys, any sort of medley really, but dumbbells especially, is like a beautiful event to watch,
Yeah.
because you either have the technique or you have the brute strength that you just force it up no matter what. So when it comes to it, you have certain athletes like Mitchell Hooper who are very technique minded,
Yes.
and we've seen
Well, when it comes to overhead, Hooper is very technique minded
everything
in
but,
every single.
but remember when Mitch started out first and everybody was giving out us, particularly in his dumbbell technique.
Yeah.
I think he's
It's
after
kinda like
but I think he's after
fixing it.
fixing that a good
Yeah.
bit. So he's after straightening up a little
Yeah.
bit. You have Luke Stoltman over the years, had very strong shoulders. Pavlo Kordiak is very technical minded.
Yeah.
So-
Kordiak, and there's the other Ukrainian apparently.
Uh,
He's pretty decent.
Roman Grekov.
Yeah, Roman Grekov. Yeah, he's apparently decent in this event as well. It seems like all the Ukrainians know how to lift the dumbbell. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
like-
Pavel Kordiak is good. Novikov is unbelievable in this event.
He
You
wanted to
know?
break the record at one stage.
Yeah, so he was very close. It seems this guy as well is favored to win this one. So it's gonna be great to see how Trey Mitchell will perform. You know, like with
Was after his last competition.
yeah. So with him, it's like when it comes to dumbbell, it's kind of hit and miss as well.
But I think with dumbbell, like anyway, in any sort of competition, it all depends on how you've, I say, prepared for the show, like how you're feeling on the day.
Yes,
if you're
that's a
cold,
lot.
if
That's a
you're
lot.
like
Yeah.
I seen yourself, like you and Marius. So he's different, but like say when you're going to lift these heavy dumbbells, if you're not feeling it on the day,
You're not.
you're
Gonna,
not doing it.
not
And
gonna-
again, you could have lifted 120, 130 kilos for reps and say in training. And if you're just not feeling it, you might lift 90 kilos, like, you know.
Yeah.
So in this case, we have 80 to 120 kilos.
Yeah.
I think everybody will have a good attempt at him,
Mhm.
but I think that Mitchell Hooper, if his technique is good, he'll probably Pavlo Kordiak either would do. very well.
Kordiak can do well. Who else? I don't know.
Again, look, it all depends.
It's very hard to say. Yeah, It's very hard to say. I want to see Trey Mitchell as well. I really want to
I want to
see
see
him.
Trey Mitchell win, but when you see the rest of the
Yeah,
events,
yeah, that's the problem. When you see the rest of him, even in the dumbbell, he probably will lose a little bit of points, And it depends how he will approach the competition itself, Sometimes it's with these like medleys, you have to be really fast, and if you're gonna try to take your time, it's kind of like it can like backfire on you, like Mitch Hooper, he's too explosive to take his time, unless he takes his time, unless he has to, and he knows that he's ahead or he needs to do certain things. But with the dumbbells straight away, I can see them going for it, and Trey Mitchell, hopefully he will kick into a gear and do better than we all expect.
So into the second event, then the farmers into super yoke, probably my favorite event of the competition. I think just two of the best things in strongman joined together. So again, with farmers, you'd like to see Trey Mitchell do well, but like with his grip, his grip has improved over, say, the last couple of years, but it's still probably not the best grip in the lineup, if that makes sense.
No, it's not. No.
And when you have like a super yoke in the event straight away, Mitchell Hooper's going to walk away with the super yoke.
Yeah.
The farmers, you just have to do.
The farmers as well, his grip is good, so again, that's probably his event to lose.
Yeah. Luke Richardson, could be very fast as well.
Yeah. Luke can be fast. Again, with Luke, it's hard to know. You still kind of like, when you watch Luke competing, you're still
like,
gonna, always like,
Winston. Like
when? No, good. So that's the problem with Luke. Like, it's very hard to predict. He's such a nice guy. You want him to do well, but
you want him to stay healthy.
Yeah, but that's more important, because I think another big one, that would, like, I don't know, you would be like, come on. Like,
yeah,
that's a bit too much.
I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
But like, look, the likes of Wes Derwinski could do well in this.
Yeah, I think he's the kind of like a dark horse coming into
this. Dark horse,
yeah, because we didn't see him compete that much after the World's Strongest Man.
When it comes to dark horses, like, there's so many in it. Like, Spencer Remick has done very well in the past. He's been in that nations kind of thing with Giant Slave in the US and the UK.
Yeah, he's decent as well.
Like, Evans Nana has come up from Strongman Champions League. He's competing a lot. Like, he's competing like as much as Ivor Schmauchlis, I suppose, competes. Like,
I think he's like the current sort of like a kind of star or leader of the
Champions League,
isn't he?
They have Jaco Schoenwinkel, done very well. He only kind of competed, as far as I know, in like the
Worlds.
Worlds.
He tore his cruciates.
He did.
Yeah.
But look, he was the kind of guy that was able to knock Brian Shaw off the top before Strongest Man. So like, we've seen Chris compete a couple of times. He's won Scotland's Strongest Man.
Yeah, Chris Beeson actually is like, he's not a young buck as such.
He's 37.
Yes. But in the last couple of years, he kind of improved a little bit.
A lot.
Yeah, that's why I think Giant Slide gave him a chance, which is kind of nice to see as well.
He didn't win the UKs, but again, he's kind of compete consistently, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's probably worth a shot.
It's fair enough. Yeah.
No, he's not going to podium, I don't think, or he's not.
No, I don't know. I don't know in what kind of shape he has to come into podium this lineup. So I don't think he can do that. But nevertheless, it's good to see someone like new face, coming up, and he's gonna be a good experience in front of the big crowd.
So on to event 3, then we have deadlift for reps. Now again, another staple when it comes to Giant Slave, 350 kilos. And I think if we wanted, you might see Mitchell Hooper getting double digits.
I want to see him bet by Trey Mitchell with no suit.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Well, look, he did 470 with no suit. Like, so 350.
Yes.
Again, just because you're good at a single rep or one rep max doesn't mean you're good at repping out. But again, 350 kilos, he could push Mitchell if he wanted. That would actually be a very good event to see Mitchell against. Because I'd say, like, if they were against each other face to face, they will definitely push as far as.
No, I think Trey Mitchell will push regardless.
I still think Mitchell Hooper will win him.
Yeah, I think because with the suit.
Yeah. Well, look. Yeah. So Trey is going to go without a suit either way because he doesn't make the suit.
Like ideally, in a perfect world.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't. Ideally, in a perfect world,
no
Rogue should have done the suits.
Yeah,
that max that the suits,
and everybody's
then it's like no more suits.
Take them away.
Yeah, take them away. But Giant Slab will never do that.
No,
unfortunately, in my opinion.
Everybody loves the suit.
Nobody loves the suit, I think. Well, okay, 50-50. We'll go 50-50 because I don't love the suit. No. I think it doesn't. There's no need. It takes
it away from it.
It does. When you see
raw power.
Yes, and when you see like Novikov, for example, with no suit deadlifting probably 410 at the best.
Yeah.
And then putting the suit on and he can pull
450.
455.
Yeah.
Like, come on. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that, brother?
Yeah.
You know?
It is what it is.
Yeah, I know, but like that's in the perfect world. We're talking about the
But this is the real world.
the real world.
When it comes to the real world then as well, I think with Luke Richardson, we have to be realistic with the deadlifts. He did very well in his last Giants
Yeah.
Live, but
He was very cautious when he was
again, we were always looking going, oh,
Yeah.
is the hamstring gonna stay?
It seems like it's staying.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed
Like-
it will stay there.
I think Luke Richardson, like, he's a perfect, he's the perfect mindset for doing strongman. Like, he loves competing, he loves the sport, everything about it, but it's just his body. It's like Mateusz Kielikowski.
Yes.
body just lets him
in the last couple of years, Mateusz, yes, he's starting kind of like let him down. But Mateusz is coming back.
Yeah.
And that's a different topic.
That's a
altogether.
different,
yeah. But it's good to see that he's coming back. Unfortunately, he's not coming back to Rogue Invitational.
Yeah, very weird.
But
Yeah, it
he's
is what it is.
gonna be going to Iceland.
Yeah, Magnus for Magnuson Classic.
Magnus for Magnuson Classic. Yeah. So, which is good as well.
Again,
like
another-
the start of like kind
Yeah.
of the season or preseason.
For the main
Yeah,
main
for
shows next year.
2025. Yeah.
Look, different video.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Luke Richardson, I think maybe 5 or 6 reps is why you get a 350. He did 5 last time, so make it 6. We'll see. If he wants to be cautious, it could be different.
6'7", probably.
7.
He's a good deadlifter,
Yeah.
like really good. He statically looks perfect.
Yeah.
His squat looks perfect. His deadlift looks
Years
perfect.
of powerlifting
Yeah.
experience.
But I think there's no plasticity in
Yeah.
his body. I think that's what hurts him the most, probably. It's like you can see Mitch Hooper, for example. He's so
Mobile.
mobile because he runs. He does that other movement, which I think maybe I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but
Yeah,
maybe
he's
you
just
should
very-
start doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a bit of jogging,
Yeah,
a bit of
he's
like
very static. Very
yeah, he's very.
yeah.
You can see statically, he's like perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like a soldier. Like yes, sir. You know, that's Luke Richardson when he does deadlift and squats to me. You know.
Yeah.
So hopefully, he can maybe.
Free up a little bit.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, Hercules hold, again, everybody, it all depends on the day. You could say, like, look, Mitchell Hooper, Trey Mitchell, probably not with the grip. Evan,
Well, he did pretty well.
I know he did very well, but
previously, yeah.
still, I at the back of
Yeah,
my mind, it's just I
you
always
know,
remember
it's-
just the grip is like a downside. Now, you could have some of the bigger guys like Spencer Remick might have a good grip, Wes Derwinski might have a good grip, Jacko Schoenwinkel might have a
Yeah.
good grip. So I'm not sure. Like it all again, it
With
depends.
them, he just again the kind of dark horses coming
And
in.
as well after the farmers as well, like 150
Yeah.
kilos farmers. Then you're doing a deadlift, and then you have to go into a Hercules hold. So
Yeah.
it's very hard to tell. I know probably Mark Felix should win it. He'd be fresh coming into this one event. So
Yeah.
it's anyone's game. And then again with the Castle Stones, 120 to 200 kilos. Again, it all depends on how every athlete is feeling. But Mitchell Hooper more than likely will just have one stone to lift. Like you were
Well, in his video, he said that he wants to go like full on in this event because he says in the previous ones he kind of struggled with the first stones.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because he's not a
I
short
think
guy.
it's the t-shirt.
The t-shirt was that, but he mentioned that maybe he's like kind of like a bit of a, I don't know. That's that small chink in
Yeah, in
his
the
armor.
armor, yeah.
Yeah. That's the one who like kind of a bit bothering him.
Yeah.
So
Especially now with Rogue Invitation with these
yeah,
the stones.
but
coming up.
he did pretty well.
Yeah,
honestly.
but look,
yeah.
Again, if he
So-
takes some like training sessions, he needs to be thinking
Yeah,
forward for the next show. So
true. So I hopefully he will go all out, and even in the last event, you know, because just lifting the one stone and winning is well and good, but it would be nice to see him like kind of like just going for it, like, you know, and most likely it's gonna be the case. Most likely, come fourth event, he will be like kind of clear winner.
yeah,
It's very possible based on these events, you know. So hopefully he will keep his promise or word,
yeah.
and he'll try to smash the last event too. You know.
When it comes to Luke Stoneman, I don't think his best days are behind him. No,
I think they are.
are some of his good days behind him.
Yeah.
Like yes, there could be 1 or 2 podiums left in him. I don't know if there's any wins left in him when it comes to Giants Live because Mitchell Hooper.
Podiums in Giants Live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be the case, but like you'd see, like with, I don't know, it's very hard to tell. But like we mentioned before, the bicep is the biggest thing. You said in the past, it's better off when it comes to that, just let it go.
If you're constantly getting pains, and then if there's tears, you just might as well just
Well, you're not intentionally
rid
going to
of
go, yeah, but it would be better.
It would be better, I think, because like
It happened with you
yeah,
multiple times.
yeah, it happened with me with my even shoulder as well, and I was like at the end of my career when I was doing the dumbbell, and I just couldn't. I was like, there's something I just couldn't lock it out. It seems like there's a lot of restriction there until I went to this to the surgeon, and he just did the MRI and says, right, like a couple of your shoulder tendons were partially torn, and the shoulder was out of the place, and it says that's what like kind of like was messing with your pressing, like, you know, which kind of makes sense.
When we kind of started doing the videos first, and you were doing the log, and even when you were pressing log, you're like, I can press it, but it's like I can't. Can't get
finish.
to the top,
and that was the issue.
Yeah,
and you like get frustrated, and that when this stuff start happening in your body, it's very frustrating, and it's like kind of. You don't want to lift heavy anymore because you're just not capable. Your body's giving all these signals, but you know, if you go to the surgeon or to the doctor, and you always advise you not to lift heavy at all, but you know, it says when the word would be F it up. Just come to us and we'll fix it. That's what happened with me.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you were telling me that before. It's like, don't lift heavy weights. We know you're going to lift heavy weights. So just
after my right shoulder surgery, that's what he said. I was like, I'm done with strongman. I'm done. It's like, okay, we'll
see you in a year.
We'll see. Most likely we'll see you again. I was like, I promise you, I'm not coming back to you. I'm done. So I'm keeping that promise.
Look, Luke is 39, nearly 40.
Yeah.
It's Brian Shaw retired at 40, 41.
Yeah.
So like I think it's kind of I think 40 should be the milestone mark.
Yeah.
You compete till what? You were 40.
No,
well, you tried.
I tried, but it's just no.
It's hard on the body.
Yeah,
like you see Rono Heinle, he doesn't compete in shows anymore. It's just the deadlift.
Yeah.
Graham Hicks looks to be coming back and competing. Terry Hollins looks like he wants to
I don't know what Terry's doing.
46.
Terry's bored. just that dude is bored. Like,
yeah.
He's like he wants a bit of drama in his life. Seems like it, you know. Like I don't know what competition he might do. The Masters, maybe.
Could be OSG Masters.
Yeah. Will he try to compete in Giants Live again?
I think he said before he wanted to see could he get £1,000 deadlift, and he might try to do it at Giants Live next year at the deadlift championships. Be a good special guest.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Everyone likes to see Terry competing.
Yeah.
So again, is it worth it just for one show?
Look. If it was me, I'll say no, it's not. But it's Terry.
Yeah,
you know.
And Terry, look, he still loves the gym. He still goes to the gym every day. It's still a big thing in his mindset, and you can see as well the way he's competing in strongman. It's still a thing that he wants to do. So again, completely off topic like we usually do.
Yeah.
But,
tangents.
Yeah, again, we had to mention Luke.
Yeah,
because it just makes sense. Pavlo Cardiaca has to do well, in my opinion, because in 2 weeks' time he's going to compete in the Rogue Invitational. 3 weeks' time, I can't remember. Kane Francis done very well at England. Spencer Remick, haven't really seen or heard of that much of him other than like the Giants Live last year, the Nations. Roman Grekov, completely new to me personally. I think OSG is where he's competed in the past. Chris Beatham, we've seen him a couple of times. Again, on the older side, but has competed a lot. Jakob Schoenwinkel, again, world's strongest man competitor.
He's come back,
does very well. Wes Derwinski, I think he's blown everyone out of the water with how well he's done this year. Deserved a spot. Evans Nana, like you're saying, the new star in Champions League. Trey Mitchell, you can't say anything. Like he's just Trey Mitchell.
Just getting stronger. It seems like after the injury, which is nice to see.
Luke Richardson, then again, like you're saying, done very well since he's come back. Still a bit hesitant when it comes to
which
certain
is
events. Understandable. And then to top it off, Mitchell Hooper, like icing on the cake.
Yes.
More than likely going to break a record.
Top three.
Yeah. My top three?
Your
I
top
thought
three.
you said Mitchell Hooper top three.
Your top three now.
I think Mitchell Hooper. I think we both agree on that. Mitchell Hooper to win.
Second and third.
Yes, that's
I would
go with the events. I was going to say Trey Mitchell. I'd like to see Trey Mitchell in there, but I am unsure.
The two grip events.
I would then probably go Wes Derwinski and Luke Richardson with Trey Mitchell in fourth, very close behind Luke Richardson.
Trey in fourth?
Yeah. I think Trey like 1 point off podium. That's only with the grip. Now, he could go into the second event with the farmers and would rip through it, and the same with the deadlift, or not with the deadlift, with the Hercules hold. I could be very wrong, but
I think everybody knows that we really, on this channel, we really like Trey Mitchell.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to see that someone maybe starts challenging Mitch Hooper a little bit.
But like you said, we've seen before, like he's shown up in the last Giants Live that he's competed in. But again, it's the grip events that are hard.
I put Wes Derwinski in second.
Like myself.
Yes.
2 Canadians.
Trey Mitchell probably third.
Luke Richardson fourth.
Luke Richardson. Possibly. But with him, it's very hard to, like, that's why I can't put him yet in. I know he did pretty well in his last competition.
But he's still that slight.
Yeah, there's still slight risk of, like, him getting
injured.
Yes.
For knock on wood.
Yes. So that's going to be my top 3. I'll put Trey because Trey has a new coach, and hopefully they manage to address
some of the issues that he had.
Yes, because it seems like Trey Mitchell, he needs coaching the same way as Tom needs. You know, like
a lot of athletes are like that.
Yeah, like Mitch Hooper, he says he's getting coached by Lalas, but I think at this point
he's probably coaching himself.
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
and so that's gonna be my top 3.
You can probably tell by now by the length of this video, we've like really thought about this.
Don't talk too much.
Look, it's the very last Giants Live at 24, so you might as well say really go in on it. And with the list of athletes, like the 12 athletes that are competing, some new faces, like we're saying, some faces that have been there before but haven't seen in a while. So it's very good to get this kind of mix, and with the events suiting a lot of athletes, and then some athletes mightn't be suiting very much at all. So it's very hard to pick a top 3. And look, we just like talking.
Very possible, but that we're completely wrong with second and third place.
It's usually the case. I don't think we've ever got a prediction right. You did once.
Once, I think.
Yeah. But look, let us know at home what your predictions are. Like always, we'd love to see maybe definitely top 3. And if you have a top 5, I think with the 12 athletes, it'd be a very good top 5 if you get 5 in a row. So look, let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Let us know what you thought of Giants Live this year and what you think is going to happen in this show. Other than that, like always, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to press the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.